Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down a card for the day for us again. Let's just adjust that a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to have a shuffle. And pop a card down for us from the Black and White Tarot deck. Faulkner deck, sorry. There we go. Oh, it's not going well today. Okie dokie. Let's start again. There we go. Okay, let's have a little shuffle and pop down a card from the Black and White Faulkner deck. Okay. So interestingly enough, we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is a kind of card of a bit of uncertainty, really. A little bit like I'm not really sure whether to stay, whether to go, whether to do something, whether to not. It's a bit of a card of uncertainty, really. Do you stay where you are with the status quo? Or do you kind of be brave and take a step outside and go do something else? So it can come up when you've got feelings of kind of a bit of dissatisfaction from where you are, not really feeling that comfortable, feeling like something is missing, all of that kind of energy. It's an emotional card. It's a Cups card. So we are talking about things like love and your emotions, your happiness, your own personal kind of feelings. So this does tend to be more of an emotional feeling of uncomfortableness, or discomfort, I guess is the right word for that. So there is that kind of energy around today, a little bit restless, a little bit uncertain, not really satisfied with where we are, and feeling like we would quite like to make some changes, but we're not really sure how to. Feeling uncomfortable about leaving behind what we need to leave behind, but really still feeling like we want to make some change and move forward. So it's a bit of a big old debate going on in our emotions. Obviously I'm articulating it to you, so that sounds like thought processes, but this is more emotional. So you may not have even processed, you may not have even got into the intelligence part of it, or the intellect part of it, or the true understanding of what's going on for you. It might just be that feeling of, you just don't feel comfortable, I don't feel right, just not sure what I want really, and I need to work it out. So as you can see from the card, she's kind of standing on the doorstep. Do I go in? Do I stay in? Do I go out? So it's a quite interesting card, this one in the Faulkner deck, because sometimes the inside of the house can feel quite safe and warm and comforting, and other times the outside feels much nicer because it's a much brighter energy. Just depends what jumps off the card. And when I'm looking at the card today, what I'm really drawn to is the light up here, which is like the actual daylight light, not the daylight that's outside, but the kind of electric light which is not on, and that's kind of to me saying that actually you might well be missing something that's already around you, and although you might be feeling uncomfortable, it may be that if you look a little bit more closely at what's around you, that you get more comfortable with that. So it's almost like if she switched the light on indoors, then she could feel more comfortable indoors. But at the moment she's sort of looking outside and kind of really focusing on the outside rather than the in. So that could be a bit of a message in that card today. It just depends what jumps out. So expect for today to maybe not be quite certain about where you're going, what you want. You might feel a bit uncomfortable with where you are, but you're not really sure why. It's okay. It's okay for us to be in that state of flux sometimes. We can't all be completely sure of where we're going and very driven and moving forward every single day. We have to have these days where we have a little bit of quieter time, where we're really considering where we are, and also listening to our feelings, because sometimes we don't acknowledge our feelings. And I kind of work with the law of attraction quite a lot, and quite a lot of the law of attraction is saying focus on only the good, focus on the good things around you. And that's really very true, because that's what we will attract. But I do also believe that it's important for us as human beings to kind of acknowledge our pain sometimes, and kind of feel like we are actually acknowledging what's going on for us, rather than just pushing it away and just go, no, focus only on the good. Definitely, it has to be said that keeping focused on the good most of the time is a really good idea. But actually not ever acknowledging our feelings is not good either. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle up the oracle cards that go with this card for us today. And have a little look and see what the wisdom of the oracle has got to say. Let's have a little look. Okay. So the oracle cards, it's interesting because this comes up with this Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is saying, well, I don't feel that comfortable in the here and now. And yet here we are in the here and now with the oracle cards. So I think what I was picking up with the electric light in this image, it is saying to you that actually look at what's around you. Look at what's around you right now. So be in that energy. If it feels a little bit uncomfortable, what is it about now that's uncomfortable? How can you change that? What would you like to do to make your now better? What can you enjoy about the now? If there's a couple of little things that are getting on your nerves about where you are at the moment, what you're doing at the moment, how you feel at the moment, then can you change those? And if you can't change them right now, can you change the way that you think about them or look at them, or kind of, you know, sort of focus on other aspects of your life around you that is going on that is good now? So it's kind of giving us a little bit of a slightly different look at where we are in terms of the energy, but it's got a very, very similar message, because here we are with our past and our future, but we're here. You know, our life is happening right now. It's not happening next week when we're worrying about something. It's not happening then. It's happening right now. And it's certainly not happening 2 weeks ago when we said that thing to somebody that we're still thinking about. So it's an energy today of getting into the moment where we are now, enjoying what we can about that moment, having a think about it if we're a bit uncomfortable, and thinking about what do I need to change? Can I change things? Do I actually need to change them, or do I just need to look at them in a slightly different way? I will leave that with you for today, and I'll be back again tomorrow to put down another little card for the day for us. In the meantime, have a good day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.